So this is DoCTA admin portal login. So I have logged in with admin. So I'm just giving the username and password. Giving demo username and password. Then login. All right. So once you have logged in, now you are into a real-time screen. So on a real time, you can see the live agent status. So on a live agents, you can see who are the agents are logged in and what is the queue they have selected and what is the call type, what is the agent status, whether they are in pass mode or will dispose or will connects, what is the exact agent status, you can able to get it. And here you can see the duration of the call. And here there is an option to do barging, and this action for the do forced logout. All right. So once you click on that eye icon, it is showing three types of icon to do barging. First is for listen barge. Listen barge is basically to listen what's going on between agent and customer. And the barge is kind of conference. Team leader can initiate a conference. The third thing is whisper barge. Whisper barge is basically call coach. Team leader can give a call coach. Team leader can give a they can educate to their agents. That's it. From the customer end, they can't be able to hear it. All right. So the next one is live calls. So on a live calls, you can see when the call comes, who handle the calls, what is the customer number, or what is the station, what is the duration of the call, what is the call status, everything will be get on that live calls. And next one is live status. So on a live status, you can see in a campaign wise and a queue wise a graph. I mean, how many agents are logged in, how many agents on pass, how many agents are available, how many agents on call, everything will be get on a queue based. If you click on table, it will give a tabular column view, like in a particular department, how many total agents logged in, how many agents are passed, how many agents are call, how many agents available, what is the total call, what is the success call, and what is the failure call, how many calls in ringing, how many calls on waiting, you can see in a real time. All right. So then a report part. On a reports, first one is call recording report. So you can see when the call comes and what is the unique ID and what is the customer number, what is the call type, whether inbound or outbound or auto dialing, and what is that agent name and what is the station they have used and what is the duration of the call and what is the talk time. Here there is an option to play the call recording. You can play it. You can play the recording and you can download it also. And we have filter option. You can filter date wise, agent wise, call type wise, and unique ID wise, customer phone number wise, and station wise. You can able to filter it, and you can export those report into CSV format also. All right. So next one is call log report. On a call log report, when the call comes, who handle the calls, what is the customer number, and what is the disposition of the call. Disposition is what is the conclusion of the call, and what is that call status, whether it is completed or abandoned, and what is the duration of the call, what is the talk time, and what is the wait time, what is the end time, and what is the hang up cost. Everything will be get on this call log report. Same, you have filter option. You can filter date wise, phone number wise, call type wise, and station wise and agent wise. You can filter it. Queue based and disposition wise and template wise, you can able to filter and you can export it. And here there is an option to do export. Fine. So next one is agent performance report. So on the agent performance report, you can get in a particular date, particular agent, how many total calls, how many calls answer in inbound, how many calls answer unanswer in inbound, and how many calls answer in outbound, how many call unanswer in outbound. You will get it on this. Once you click on time, it will give the productivity, like what is the staff time. Staff time in the sense, what is the login time. For example, if 8 hours in the sense 8 hours that logged in or not. On the 8 hours, how long they took for break, how long they talk to the customer, how long they are in idle mode. So what is the average talk time, what is that ring time, everything will be get on this agent performance report. Basically on this report, you will get the agent productivity. That's it. So next one is agent activity report. So on an agent activity in a particular date, how many times they logged in, how many times they logged out, and what is the reason for the break, what is the duration for the break, everything will be get on an agent activity. Then queue summary. On a queue summary in a date wise, queue wise, you can get how many total call comes, how many call answer, how many call unanswer, what is the talk time, what is the wait time, everything will be get on this queue summary. Then missed calls. So what are the call missed, what is the date and time, how long they wait and disconnect the call, you will get on this missed call report. Then configuration, here there is an option to create a queue. So what are the queue you want, you can create it. Queue is nothing but a department, that's it. So you can give a queue name, an account number, what is the announcement, what is the queue length, what is the wait time, what music on hold you have to play, you can give that name. And what is the queue strategy, it should be on a ring all or a random, what is the strategy you want, you can select it. And you can select the retry attempts and you can set up the timeout. And next one is disposition. Disposition is nothing but a, what is the conclusion of the call. So you can create a disposition, what is that disposition id, what is the description. If you want to enable the callback for the disposition, you can select enable or disable, and you can give active or inactive the status for the disposition. And then passcode. Passcode is nothing but like break, meeting kind of things. So what is the passcode you want, you can able to create it. Next one is DNC. DNC is nothing but if you want to don't want to call some numbers, means you can upload some DNC list, so those calls will not dial out from the server, that's it. All right, so next, users and user groups. So user group is nothing but permissions. So for that user group, what are the permission we have to give, like barging or report view or export, what are the permission we have to given, and what are the permission we have to restrict, we can decide on this user group. Then you have to create a user. So on a user, you can create a new user, you can use the user ID and name, and what are the mobile number, and what are the mobile number they have to give, and what is that email id, what is the password. And here they can select the role, whether they are admin or agent. And here they can able to select the user group, which we already given a permission, right? So that user group we have to select from here. All right, so next is CRM part. So I'll start with custom form. So custom form, you can create multiple custom form. I'm just creating a custom form now. So here you can create what are the custom form you want, you can create. You can select the domain, whether they are sales based or e-commerce based. Based on the domain, you can select it and you can continue. So here you can give a title, what is the title you have to give for the custom form, you can able to give it. And here all the elements are there, how the custom field should be behave. It may be text box or else number or else check box or else date and time. What are the fields you want, how you the field should be behave. Based on that, you can select it. Just a drag and drop. If you want to create some text fields, means you can just drag and drop the field, and on that you can given a name, what maybe customer name, and then what is the placeholder name, and what is the model type, whether it's a text or big text, we can select that. So here we can give how the field will work. It show on pop-up or show on view. Based on that, we can able to select, enable or disable. And if you want to create some more fields, means we can again drag and drop. We can create some checkbox kind of thing. We just a drag and drop, that's it. We can create our own custom field how we want. All right, so next one is campaign. So campaign is nothing but a process. So based on the process, we can define a campaign. So while creating a campaign, you have to give the campaign name and what caller ID should be displayed, and what are the dial status you have to dial, and what are the queue you have to select, and what is the call type. like we have multiple options. One is for inbound. On the inbound campaign, you can receive inbound calls as well as you can do manual outgoing call. On a preview campaign, you can upload bunch of leads, you can assign some agent. So on that agent part, they can able to select and they can fetch those leads and they can dial out. And next one is auto dialing. Auto dial, it's a predictive dialer. So you can upload bunch of leads, it will dial to the customer. Once customer is answered, then it will land to the agent based on the available. All right. So next one is power dialer. Power dialer is similar to auto dialer. Same as you can upload bunch of leads. While you are uploading the leads, you have to assign the agent name. So it will dial to the customer. Once customer is answered, then it will land to the specific agent which you are already assigned. That's it. Next one is voice broadcast. So voice broadcast, in the sense you can upload bunch of leads and you can upload some audio file. It will just blast and it will play the audio and the call will be disconnected. That's it. And here you can select the what are the disposition you have to showcase on this campaign and what is the status of the campaign, or what is the buffer level you have to give. Buffer level is nothing but a temporary storage. That's it. And you have to enable that DNC option or not, and what are the dial prefix you have to set it. What are the template, as already shown, we can create a custom form, we can create multiple custom forms. So based on that, we can select the custom form on a campaign. So we can use what are the custom form need to be mapped or which campaign we can able to do it. That's it. So next one is list and lead. List and lead for, if you want to upload some bunch of numbers, in the sense you have to create a list first of all. So while you creating a list, you have to give the list ID and list name and description and to which campaign you are going to map it. Then you can select active or inactive. Then you can click on recycling, how many times you have to recycle. Once you create the list, then you have to go to the leads. So on a leads, on which template you have to upload the custom the Excel file. So you can select that custom form, then you can upload, you can choose the list ID, then you can choose the file and you can upload it. So I think we have covered all about the features and modules on a admin portal. Thanks.